I have to describe what home is to me. I have no idea. My parents have both passed on. My older brother Mike and younger brother Ron both decided that since mom and dad have passed on, they're going to be spending the holidays with their families now. I am married. My husband Bob and I, we don't have any kids, but we don't consider ourselves a family yet. So I have no idea. So the question appears, what is home?
Oh, Debbie, right? Hi. So a little birdie told me that you have an assignment about what is home to you, and you might not have an idea about what home is. Is that correct?
Right.
Well, fear not. So I am the spirit of home, and I will be here today to kind of show you some other people's different ideas of home. So that way maybe we can nail yours down, help you with that assignment, knock it out of the park. Does that sound good to you?
Sounds good.
Cool. So I'm going to introduce you to a couple friends of mine. We'll see what their ideas of home are. So then hopefully you can get yours down. So first off, I want to introduce you to my friend Ellen. We'll see what her idea of home is, so then maybe we can help you out.
Hey Debbie, so to me, home is my family. Home is being stuck in one bathroom every morning with 4 sisters. I'm going to show you how every day went like for me. Yeah?
Ellen, I have to pee.
Hey, can you wait? I'm taking a shower.
No, I'm coming in.
Hey, no!
I'm sorry, I'll be quick. I promise.
Coming in!
Oh, come on! Can I not get a shred of privacy here?
No.
Not here together. You suck.
You already have it everywhere. Back off. Whatever, I'm coming out, guys. I'm coming out.
Don't come out. Stay there.
Oh my God, I tried you so many times with the curtain.
Oh my God, that was my
You
jeans.
guys all came barging.
She's wearing my jeans.
They are your jeans.
Everyone shut up! I'm making you all driving me insane!
Best
But anyway, the jeans.
my dress the other day, if you don't remember.
Those jeans are new, and that dress is hideous.
Why would you wear it then?
I spilled water in the bathroom. I needed something to wipe it up with.
I used it.
You know
What the
what?
hell?
Just get out. I need something. Get out.
See, Debbie, this is my home. Every day, with all that bickering, with all that fighting. But it's also where we came down and we sat down and we talked about every difficult and hard situation. So I'm going to show you another scene of my home. It's where I told my parents that I no longer wanted to attend Creighton and I wanted to transfer to Newman. It was after my best friend and my roommate at the time, Allie, tried to commit suicide. So here's what that went like for me.
Turkey's good.
Oh, I know. I tried to eat recipe.
Yeah.
I hope you like it.
I really need to tell you something.
I mean, if it's dry, you can just tell me.
No.
Is it your roommates? You guys all share the same refrigerator, like so.
I want to transfer!
Why?
What?
Evan, you were she's almost done. Help me back me up.
Ellen, you're
Every
a junior.
day, every day, I see her face.
But you are so close to being done.
I know, but Dad, I'm not happy. Every day I see her face. I see Allie. And I can't seem to move on. I really think I need to come home. I need to be with you guys. I need to figure this out. I'm sorry. I remember how proud you guys were.
But listen,
Ellen.
Ellen, listen. We have always been proud of you, okay? And that will never change.
You know, and we're family, and I realized that you never cried, you never coped. What you saw.
Yeah, you
No one needs to
just
cope
never
with
dealt
that.
with it. I couldn't imagine.
No, Ellen.
Thank you, because I don't think I'll move on until I come home. So.
Absolutely.
So if you want to do this, let's do it together. All of us, we'll check the options out and we'll get this done.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We're going to Newman. Let's look after dinner. Let's look at Newman. Let's try to go to school. Stay home.
Thank you.
Absolutely. We love you. Now, will we eat my turkey? I mean,
Let's try to eat the turkey.
Try to eat turkey. I cook for you all the time.
Well, you cook for me all the time. Whether it's eatable, that's a little different.
You like it, honey.
So Debbie, that's my home. That's where we all come down, we sit down, we reassure, we love each other, no matter what. So that's my home.
So Debbie, after meeting Ellen and seeing what her idea of home is, do you think now you know what your idea of home is so you can do that assignment?
Well, the sister scene I can't relate to because I have no sisters. But sitting down at the dinner table and discussing a situation or something, I do see that. My mom and dad, we used to do that. But I don't have my parents anymore. Please, I need your help.
All right, well, on that note, you know, sometimes people do have their parents around, but sometimes their parents can feel distant or maybe like they're not out for their best interest. So with that, I want you to meet Hillary. We'll see what her idea of home is, so then maybe we can get you another idea, get your brain going and figure it out.
Hi. You see, since I was little, I strived to be liked. But how can you be liked if you don't even like yourself, you know? So I tried to get my mom's attention, and if she liked pink, I loved pink. And if she liked pigs, oh, those were my favorite animal, despite the fact I kind of hated them. So I tried. But see, growing up also, I dealt with dyslexia. And imagine all the kids, they're on level 4 on their books, and I'm still struggling to read the first book in paragraph 1. Your self-esteem plummets. And not to mention that I didn't want to talk to anybody because I couldn't even say my name right. I was Hilwy. I couldn't say my R. But eventually, through my mom's help, I went over that. And my grades became 4.0, and I could say my name. I was Hillary. Thanks, Mom. But see, after that, after trying so hard and getting the 4.0, and when high school comes, I was school president. Imagine that, the shy girl being school president. But you get tired. And see, I never liked myself. And I had this black shadow just following me in this spiral of depression, and I don't know what to do. I would be in the middle of an audience and screaming. No one could hear me. So I took pills. I wanted to die. And my mom found me. And I went to the hospital. Next year rolls around, senior year, and I'm in the halls walking, and everybody's pointing and laughing because that's a suicidal girl. You don't feel well with that. And you lose all your friends, and you lose everything you had. You lose your mom who loved you so much, because now she's not only dealing with her daughter who wants to kill herself, but she's been dealing with the daughter since she was 12 years old, doing drugs, drinking. A daughter who might die and a daughter who wants to die. So senior year, people making fun of me, my mom afraid, me still not liking myself. But there was a guy, he liked me, but he hit me. And I got raped. And I didn't know what to do, so I'm gonna try again and I'm gonna die. But see, I failed that. I failed. And I was institutionalized. And they sent me away because the thing is, I tried to die. But instead of taking just my life, I would have been taking another life. Because I was pregnant. And now here I am in these walls, seeing if they'll let me out. And I'm scared, and I'm 16, and I'm pregnant. What would you do? Oh, touch me.
So Hillary has been attending all of the necessary
Don't touch
classes.
me.
She has developed this coping mechanism for when she feels like she is spiraling out of control. But she still cries a lot.
Hillary, why are you crying? Stop crying.
Mom, let me cry.
You always cry.
Mom, you never allowed me to cry. You want me to just...
Hillary, I do all that I can. I do all that I can for
I know
you.
you do everything that you can, and I love that, but Mom, let me be.
So is this how both you feel about this situation?
Let's feel.
Have you provided her with all those parenting videos? You know she's not ready to be a parent. We'll not accept her if she has this baby.
I have required Hillary with all the necessary materials that she needs to look over. Would it help maybe if we introduced her to some other people her age
I think that'd be a great idea.
that are going through the same thing that she's going through?
Dad, why is my dad here? Why
I had
is he
to
here?
call him. He's
Never
your
been
father.
here.
I had to call him.
Go drink yourself, Dad. Seriously. Mom, why is he here?
I had to call him. He's your father. He wants to see how you
He's
work.
never been here for me.
I'm here for you now.
For what,
Here now.
Dad? What? Do you want money?
No, I want to be here for you.
So on that
Here
note,
now.
guys, what was this talk of an abortion?
Oh,
That
wait.
abortion.
Hillary, it's your choice. Either abortion or adoption. You have your choice.
How is that my choice? You're giving me my choices.
Hillary, don't throw your life away.
Don't
It's
throw
her
my life.
choice. She
Throw
wants to
another
keep it.
What are you doing here?
I'm here for her.
Where the hell have you been?
Where have you been? Haven't you seen
Right
your
here.
daughter?
I think I'm going to amp up Hillary's medications. And
I'm pregnant.
Oh, now you care.
Listen, there are plenty of studies out there that say people who are pregnant and take this, bottom line,
Way to go.
she just needs to stay with us longer.
No, she's fine. We're gonna get you out of here.
Alright? That's what you think's best.
So see, I had Maddie, and I kept Madeline, and I love her. She's 9 now. But when I was pregnant, see, I wasn't welcome back home. So I would bounce around to the abusive boyfriend or sometimes my alcoholic dad. You know, and I look back and I appreciate that because I got to know my dad. And I miss my dad. Because in November I got a call from my mom that something happened, and you know when you get those calls, you know something bad just went on. So I'm gonna go see what my mom wants. But I don't want to see what she wants to tell me. Mom? What's wrong?
There was a murder.
What do you mean, Mom?
Your father, he's gone.
What do you mean?
He's dead.
Hillary, stop crying. You're a mom now. Get up. Be strong. Stop.
And it's there when you realize that home is where you survive, and home is your strength. My home is my family who is there no matter what, and who has pulled me out of my spiral. My home is my strength.
So Debbie, I know that was pretty intense, but it's a different idea about what home is. So does that help you out at all with your assignment?
Well, I can see that home is something where your family is, where your mom and dad are there in good and bad times. My parents were always there in good and bad times. My dad was there, and he gave me strength after I told him I had cancer. But they're not around anymore. So I still don't know what is home.
Okay, well, I know this was a lot to take in a pretty short time, so I'll kind of give you a lighter idea of home, and I'll show you my idea of home. You know, I've been showing everybody else's, but I'll show you mine real quick. My idea of home is, regardless of how old I was, my first job I got when I was 16, you know, many, many years later, my mom is always waiting for me on the couch when I come through the door. 8 years later, she's still there, just sleeping on the couch until I barge through that front door making too much noise. But, you know, it wakes her up, which she likes. So every night when I come home, I walk in, sit down on the couch, and I talk to my mom before we both go to bed.
Oh, honey, I didn't think you were going to close down the place.
Well,
At the time.
you do what you gotta do.
Well, you are a hard worker, my baby boy.
Yeah. You know, I do love the paychecks, even if they're pretty small.
Yeah.
I like them.
Tell me about your day. What happened? You always have the crazy stories.
Well, you know, since I get all the good customers, tonight shouldn't be any different. So it was opening weekend of a pretty big movie called War Room.
Oh, I want to
And
see that.
yeah,
Good.
it's good, but the people don't seem to be that good. So I was working, you know, moving popcorn like I always do, and one of my workers comes up and they say they need help with a customer that's just
Normal.
being difficult.
Yeah.
So I walk up, and this woman, she says, "Do you have any fresh popcorn?" And I told her I didn't. It was really busy, so I was moving the popcorn straight from the popper to the warmers,
You get
just
it
like,
for me, right?
yeah,
You never bring popcorn.
just doing what I normally do. And so she said she wanted it out of the popper, and I told her, well, I just took it out of the popper and put it in the warmer. I can give you some of that if you want.
Understandably, she said yes. Did she wait?
Well, no. So this woman, kind of a little upset, looked me straight in the face and said, "When it comes your judgment day and you're standing before God, I hope this isn't the reason why He sends you to hell." Just took the popcorn and walked away. Like, that's a normal conversation
Can you
anybody has.
imagine what you would say to your mother, to you? Oh, no, you're
I-
perfect, but to me?
I know. I just had a split-second image in my head. You know, me getting upstairs, talking to the bed guy. You know, him going through his checklist, and right as he's about to sing through those pearly gates, he's like, "Huh, what's this about not having fresh popcorn?" And just sends me down. Like, what a day that would be, right? I know.
What do you do with that?
Well, honey, I'm tired. Gotta get my beauty rest.
Well,
Mother.
you're beautiful enough as it is.
Okay. Well, I'm going to bed.
All right.
Love you.
Yeah. Oh, before you go, I had another girl come up to me at work today saying that she needed a prom date. Like,
And?
well, I set her up with one of my friends. I don't know why everyone keeps coming up, but I must be some sort of matchmaker, right?
Honey, I'm never gonna get grandchildren.
All right. Good night.
Good night.
So, Debbie, that is what my idea of home is. So after seeing that, do you think now you're ready to knock that paper out of the park?
Well, I can see where home is where you can go and be yourself, be comfortable. Home is where your mom is, your dad is. And, you know, that's all I'm fine, but I don't have a dad and mom anymore. And I just wish, you know, if I did, I could go back. I could go back and have a redo. That's it. I want a redo.
Well, unfortunately, I can't give you a redo. In life we have to play the hand that we are dealt. But, sometimes losing a parent can spark an idea of home and kind of remind you about what home really is to you. So with that, I want you to meet my friend Asusana. She lost a parent, but that kind of brings up her idea of home. So I'll let you talk to her for a little bit, then maybe we can get you figured out.
Debbie. So I hear, you lost your parents, and I know it's rough. I still have my mom, but I lost my dad. And I was 15 when I lost them. It wasn't like, he was sick and it was a slow thing. It was just, I was at a party. I got a call. They're like, there's an accident with your dad. And so you think, okay, I'm going to show up. He's going to be like, oh, why are you guys here? You guys always make a scene. Like, I could have a call. And you guys think I'm like on my deathbed. But when I got there, I was wrong. He was gone. And I know it's hard. And I was 15. You think, all right, I'm 15, gonna get quinceañera, dance with my dad. The whole princess story. I didn't get it. And you're graduating pretty soon, right? It's a big deal. You want your family there. You want your parents there. You want them proud of you. And I didn't get that either. My dad was gone. I did everything for him. I was his little girl. I was his little angel. Like, oh, my daughter's gonna be a doctor. She's gonna do great in her life and everything. It's hard. I get it. But at the same time, just because they're not here doesn't mean you don't have a home. After I lost them, it hit me. My dad was my home. Like, I feel lost. I don't have a home. I really don't. So let me just tell you about how it hit me, how it felt. Okay. So the ride to El Dorado was the longest ride. Usually 30, 40 minutes, but it felt like an entire lifetime. And I didn't know what was going on. No one would answer their phones. No one would tell me. They just avoid me, type of thing. And you want hope. You want, okay, he's gonna be fine. But at the same time, I had that feeling. I just never really wanted to say it out loud.
Oh my god, have you guys seen this picture on Facebook? This smushy face? Like, you guys, what's going on?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Do you want a different station to listen
I
to?
don't care about
just
the
turn
data.
something on there.
You guys, what's going on?
I'm gonna calm down.
I can't
You're
calm down.
distracting the driver. I need focus.
Don't distract
That's
the
all we say
driver.
here.
By the way, can you pick up the speed a little bit, Grandpa?
Sure. Listen, this car gets you to point A to B. That's all that should matter.
Very
Don't
good
answer my
point.
questions.
Well,
What's going on?
You're gonna miss your
Sorry.
So we pull into the hospital, and I can't even wait for the car to stop. I look out, and I see my cousins, my family, and all I see is my sister. I try to run towards her, and then the cop stops me. He needs to talk to me, like, what's going on?
Unfortunately, there was an accident at your family's farm with your dad, and he didn't make it. I'm really sorry.
You're sorry? You just took my entire world from under me, and you're sorry? My sister was right there, and you're sorry. Who does that? My sister runs up to me after. She takes me inside, and all I see, my family's in the waiting room, and you just see them following me, staring at me. Like, oh, Azucena's here, the baby's here. Now what do we do? Then all of a sudden I hear screaming and crying, and I look up and it's my mom. She runs up to me screaming. He left us! What am I gonna do with you? What am I gonna do? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. She hugs me so tight. I don't want to touch her. I don't want to see her. I don't hug her. I just want her off of me. All I want to see is my dad. My dad was the one that was there for me. I go in the room and all I see is him laying there. My family's there, but I don't even remember who was all there. I expected him to be cracking jokes, and they're my grandparents, the strongest people I know, crying, losing it. My mom's obviously not going to take care of me. Now what do I do? I go up to him. I need to make sure, I need to make sure it's all real. I touch him and it felt like wax, like a candle. It wasn't him. And I begged him to wake up. Wake up! You can't do this. You need to wake up. Mom's not going to take care of me. You need to do this. You can't leave us. But he wouldn't wake up. And yeah, it was hard. My family was a mess. They all stuck together for him, but he's gone. So what family do I have now? What home do I have now? My mom's not taking care of me. My sisters have their own kids, their own families. They're not going to take care of me. I didn't want anything to do with anyone. I really didn't. And yeah, I got depressed. And I felt I'm lost. You know, my dad's my home. Where do I go now? And then it hit me. My nephew was there. The whole time he was always there. It was his king, his life, his love, everything. And then it started, you know, he started doing these really weird things like putting socks in his mouth and like gurgling at him, type of thing. And my dad used to do that all the time. And just my dad, he would make friends with everyone. Everyone loved him, no matter, it could be a complete stranger. And he could put a smile on their faces. My nephew's the exact same. So yeah, you lost your family, you lost your parents, but it doesn't mean they're gone. You always find them in someone else or in something else. And sure, they're not physically here, but they're in your heart, you know, and you never lose it. You'll never lose the memory of them. Because sure, he's not around, but he's the best dad in the world. And he's my home. Will always be my home.
Well, Debbie, well, that was some pretty heavy stuff, but that is another idea of home. So after seeing that, do you think you're ready to get your assignment done?
Well, that brings back memories of June 16, 2012, when I got a phone call from my younger brother, Ron. He told me that my dad had passed away while he was on vacation in Branson. He said that Dad didn't want to go to the hospital or anything, but he wanted to go home. He wanted to go back to Newman. But he decided that between my stepmom and stepbrother there, he decided he'd go to the hospital to satisfy them. So they loaded him up into the van, and as they were driving, he got my stepbrother through Branson and everything, and once he said that, oh, I see the hospital. It's like right then, my dad just bowed his head, and he was gone before they ever got to the hospital. It's just, it's hard, you know. Home was my dad. I'm hurt and confused still.
You know, those are normal things to feel when you do lose somebody that you love. But like Asusana said, you know, even though he's gone, you know, he'll still always be with you in here. And I think that's something important that you need to think about when you are thinking about your assignment about home and what home means to you. So unfortunately, I don't have any other friends for you to meet, but it sounds like you're getting on the right track about figuring out what home is to you. So good luck on your assignment, Debbie, and I know you'll do great.
Okay, Lord, I need to lean on you now. Both my parents are gone, and everybody told me that they're in a much better place. And my thought to them was, how do you know? It hurts. I'm homesick. I'm confused. I'm lost. It brings back the lyrics to the song Homesick that I carry in my pocket. You're in a better place, I've heard 1,000 times. I close my eyes and I see your face. If home's where the heart is, then I'm out of place. Lord, won't you give me strength to make it through somehow? I've never been more homesick than now. I know that in Christ there are no goodbyes, and in Christ there is no end. So I'll hold on to Jesus with all that I have to see you again. Lord, are you trying to tell me that home is anywhere, anyone that has put a footprint on my heart? So it could be my brothers, my nieces, my nephews, my teachers, my friends, my mentors? Lord, I think I get it. Home is anyone who has put a footprint on my heart and soul. Home is family. Home is love. Thank you, Lord, for showing me the way home.